Hi guys, this is my current compost bin, and this is a cool way to make your compost. It's hassle free. I'll just show you briefly how I make the compost, and then I'll explain why it's such a cool method. This is the first raw material, veggie peels that have been collected overnight, and I'll just pour this in the bin, and I'll mix this a little bit, just a little mixing, just to break down this, make some room for the second raw material. So as you can see here, I have made just a little bit of room, about half an inch to 1 inch of space for the second ingredient, and I'll just show you the second ingredient. And this is the second ingredient. This is just simple sawdust without any chemicals or processing. I've got this from a local furniture store, pretty cheap. 20 kg bag cost only 100 rupees, and I'll pour this on top of the veggie peels. Cover the veggie peels completely with sawdust. Little bit of vegetables are here and there, you can see. I'll press it little bit more to make some more room, maybe 1/4 inch of space, and I'll pour a second layer of this sawdust. Again the same process, press it down nicely, make it a compact top layer, and that's it. My compost bin, which I've been making for a week or so, is completely full now. I'll leave it as it is, and I'll tell you why this is such a cool way to make compost. Guys, this is my second compost bin. This is the third, and as you can see, this one is filled with, top layer is filled with soil instead of sawdust. This is just another experiment. The soil will provide microbes and the stuff to break down the compost faster, and this compost bin has been sitting idle for like 2 months now. It was filled up to the brim. Now you can see 1.5 inch of space have been made. This indicates veggie peels is getting broken down into compost. It's almost ready now. This compost bin, the top layer is little bit dry, so I'll pour some water over it sometimes, maybe once in a week, just to break things down faster. And the second compost bin, this I'll leave it for 1 month or so before putting some soil on it. Once the space has been generated, some space, I'll cover it up with soil and leave it. And this is my third compost bin. You can see, you won't believe this is a compost bin, but this is one. For this, I don't take much care of it, but it's still like lovely growth. And this bin has been made the same way as I have shown you earlier. 2 months back I have made this bin, made the complete process. It was filled up to till the brim. Now you can see there's 2 inch of space. That means the compost has broken down. The top layer was the soil. This soil was filled with microbes, earthworms, which help build the compost faster. And so this is another lovely way to make compost. And why I said earlier it was hassle free, because once I make such type of bins, I leave it as it is. They sit in the balcony or the terrace. If I keep it in the balcony, I can leave it open. There's no flies, nothing, due to the sawdust. If I keep it in the terrace, I cover it up with anything, just to avoid the last birds. Compost bin, this I have made in an old discarded aquarium, and somehow this took longer time for the compost to be properly done. This was filled up to the brim here, and after now 6 months or so, it's almost half a feet of gap that has been generated. So the compost layer I can see here, along with the roots of the plant, these are the compost that has been generated. These are compost material. And again, this grass, I don't know whatever it is, I have not planted this, but this has been growing so nicely. So you can experiment on such aquarium, old aquarium also, or some glass bottle or something. So that's it, guys. This is my take on making compost, and for me this is the coolest way to make compost. Good luck.